Hey guys, and welcome back to the JTO channel. And this is your review of Group E. I'm pretty sure it's Group E, the group that contains Romania, Belgium, Slovakia, and Ukraine, in which I will say overall decent group, an actual competitive group. Although today's games weren't that competitive, but overall in terms of the group, very competitive. They all lost a game, they all won a game, and they all drew a game. Today they drew. All four teams drew today. Slovakia won one against Romania, and Ukraine won one against Belgium. And what that means for the group and what that means for the table is, despite all of them finishing on 4 points, which is remarkable. I mean, when have we ever seen that? In fact, we've never seen it because the commentator said today that Ukraine are out of the Euros, and then the first ever team to get eliminated from the Euros with 4 points on the scorecards. 4 points they had on the table, and they still go out. 4 points in this tournament is enough for you to go through. 4 points has been enough for certain teams to finish in second. Do you know what I mean? In fact, 3 points has been enough for certain teams to finish in second in other groups. So you've got to feel for Ukraine, man. Like, absolute madness. Yeah, they drew 0-0 with Belgium today. Look, in terms of the games themselves, there isn't much to say. Ukraine, Belgium, it was an awful game. It was the one I watched majority of the time. Really awful game. They tried for the last 5-10 minutes and they just couldn't get the goal. Belgium are just absolutely awful. They're so bad. Like, quickly on them, they're bad. They're bad. They're bad. Many of their players have dropped stinkers in this tournament. De Bruyne wasn't good today. Lukaku wasn't good today, just like he's not been good all tournament. Doku dropped a stinker today. Trossard, stinker. Do you know what I'm saying? Tielemans did nothing. Onana, he's just there. The defense, I can't believe Vertonghen's still playing. Do you know what I mean? They've got some make-a-wish version of Cucurella at left-back Belgium. I'm thinking, what's going on here, man? No Hazard, no party, man. They just look dry. They look absolutely dry, man. They're just awful. Like, there's nothing much to say. They weren't good today. Ukraine, I was surprised with their lineup. No Mudryk. So, hey, you ain't gonna get no comments about Mudryk from me today. He didn't play today in their biggest game in this tournament, their biggest game they've had in years, and he's injured. He must be, because he wasn't even in the squad today. He didn't even make the bench. So I'm wondering how bad the injury was. Do you know what I'm saying? Hopefully we get an update on that, because he's a Chelsea player and I'm a Chelsea fan, so it concerns Chelsea. So I need to know what's happened in regards to Mikhailo Mudryk. Anyway, yeah. And when you look at this group overall, I mean, 4 points. I mean, to dissect it for you guys and tell you why it ended up being the way it has. Romania have topped the group on 4 points. Belgium second place on 4 points. Well, they're all on 4 points, but it's Romania who go through as group winners, Belgium as runners up, Slovakia as third place, and Ukraine as fourth place. Now, quickly, the reason why it ended up being like that is basically because of the goal difference, or you could say the goals scored. In this group, Romania scored the most goals, and Ukraine scored the least amount of goals in this group. Basically, Ukraine are out because of their 3-0 loss to Romania. Say they lost that game only 1-0, there's a good chance they probably would have gone through with just a point today. So that's the difference, man. When you look at the goal difference, Belgium and the goal difference on one, but they only scored 3 goals as far as I'm aware. No, they only scored 2 goals because they didn't score today and they didn't score against Slovakia. They only scored 2 goals. Romania go through with 1 goal difference, but they conceded 3 goals in the process, but they scored 4 goals. So that's why they're top instead of Belgium. And Belgium have a better goal difference than Slovakia, and are that's why they finished second compared to Slovakia, because Slovakia, as far as I'm aware, scored 3 goals, I'm pretty sure. They scored one, obviously, in the 1-0 win against Belgium. They scored in the 1-1 today against Romania, and I think they also drew 1-1 to Ukraine. No, they lost. They lost 2-1 to the Ukraine, actually. So they overall conceded 3 and scored 3, whilst Belgium conceded 1 and scored 2. So goal difference is the reason why Belgium finished above Slovenia, but goals scored is actually the reason why Romania finish above Belgium, and goal difference is the reason why, and is what separates Slovakia and Ukraine. So look, any of them could have gone through. It was a decent group, better than a lot of groups. 4 points, all of them. You would have expected a lot more from Belgium, but I even said to you guys in the preview, yes, I did predict them to finish top of this group. I actually did, but I did say they're not good. Like, they're really bad. I said they'll only finish top of this group simply because of quality, simply because they just have the better players. So by default, they will finish top. But they couldn't even do that. They couldn't even do that. Why? Because they stink. They just stink. They absolutely stink. And you know what? Their consequence for finishing second. Now let's give you quickly who they will all face now. It looks like it's very, very likely that Romania will face Slovenia, I think, in the round of 16. So any team can definitely go through there. I'd probably back Slovenia slightly, but you never know Romania. They can pull something out the bag. They have been playing some nice football in this tournament, some great goals from outside the box. Belgium, the consequence of them finishing second now means they have to face France in the round of 16. Now, don't get it twisted, right? That could be the battle of the mid. Now, I think the battle of the mid is yet to come, with England most likely to face Netherlands. That really is the battle of the mid. But Belgium will definitely face France in the round of 16. Now that they finished second, let me tell you something, guys. That is the battle of mid, because they've both been mid. Belgium have been worse, but France, considering the quality they have, there's more expectation on them. I still expect France to get the job done and beat them, but hey, you never know. You never know in this sport. You know what I'm saying? And you've got Slovakia, who they could face England. They could face England, but I don't think they will, as they don't have. I looked at their head to head against Netherlands, and they have the same points, but the Dutch have scored more goals, and I'm pretty sure goals scored comes before goals conceded, because Slovakia have conceded less goals, I'm pretty sure, than the Dutch. The Dutch have conceded 4 goals, I'm pretty sure. Slovakia have conceded 3 goals, but it doesn't matter unless Czech Republic or Georgia convincingly beat Turkey or Portugal. It's very likely England will face the Dutch. I'm not sure. I've kind of forgotten who Slovakia will face. So my bad for that. I think it's probably going to be one of Spain. Germany have confirmed opponents already. Italy already have confirmed opponents. So it's very likely they'll face Spain, I think, Slovakia, based on, I'm just thinking this off the top of my head. So yeah, there's not really much to say. The games weren't that good. I mean, Slovakia, Romania. There was a penalty scored for Romania, but I saw the highlights of that. I saw the analysis at halftime. It wasn't a penalty. It was a free kick. No doubt it was a foul, but it wasn't in the box. It didn't look in the box. So that's kind of poor from the referees on that perspective. And Slovakia, they score a good goal from a cross header into the back of the net. Really powerful header into the corner. Really good header. And then, yeah, that's really it for that game. I mean, with that game, I'm not going to lie, I expected that game to end 0-0, because both teams just knew, like, yo, if we just draw, like, we both win in the end. We both go through regardless. So, as Romania did equalise and go 1-1, as the game went on, I even watched the last few minutes, and I could just tell in the last 10 minutes, both teams were like, okay, we'll accept the draw. We both go through. We both win anyway. Do you know what I mean? Whilst in the Ukraine-Belgium game, that just wasn't the case. Ukraine just had to win. Belgium, unless they had lost today, they were always going to go through. Ukraine knew they had to win. That's why they went for it in the last 5-10 minutes. So yeah, that's really it, guys, on this group. Nothing much to say. Lacked a lot of quality, but at least they all competed, At least it was entertaining to an extent. At least there was a bit of uncertainty. So yeah, Belgium go through as runners-up. Romania finished top of the group, and Slovakia go as one of the best third-place teams. So yeah, that's it. That's it of this video. There's not really much to say. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Well, I'll make a video tonight on Portugal's game against Georgia, and obviously Turkey playing Czech Republic, but I won't be able to release it tonight, unfortunately. It will get released tomorrow, midday probably. So yeah, do check out for that video where I review the final group of the Euros, Group F, involving Portugal, Turkey, Czech Republic, and Georgia. Let's see what happens in that group tonight. We shall be there. We will watch the games, and yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow with that video. Like, comment, subscribe, turn those post notifications. Round of 16 starts on Saturday. We will be there. Stay tuned. I'll see you guys later. Well, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.